Hello friends, it's me Mohammed Daniel from Elixir Fragrances back with another video. So guys, we're gonna talk about uh, the inoculation. What is inoculation and how does this process done in the Agarwood? And what are the types of the inoculation? So it's not a it's not a difficult topic to understand. It's an easy topic. So before starting the actual, the definition of the inoculation, we must try to, understand that why this inoculation process is being done. So first of all, the inoculation. What is inoculation? It's a type of method in which the microorganisms or the bacteria are injected into the aquilaria or Gyrinops tree to make them artificially infected. So in the result, the aquilaria or Gyrinops species tree can make the resin out of them. So that resin basically is known as the agarwood or the wood. So as you all know that in today's world the demand of the agarwood increasing day by day, especially in the gulf areas. The demand of the agarwood is increasing, and especially nowadays most of the perfumers and in most of the perfumes the agarwood is used as a base note in most of the perfumes because of the demand. And so uh, basically the naturally infected tree, or you can say the wild aquilaria or Gyrinops tree, are very limited, and it is very much difficult for a common person to acquire the material from the wild Aquilean genus tree. Why? Because the sites department, CITES sites department, had banned to harvest the wild Aquileria and Genus tree. But there are some possibilities to acquire. I'm not saying that it's impossible. There are some possibilities, but for a common person, it's very difficult to acquire, or you can say for the commercial purpose, that wild Aquileria or Geranops species trees are not enough to fulfill their demand. So what? So in all the Southeast Asian countries like India, like Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Thailand, Malaysia, Vietnam, Laos, Bhutan, Burma, and other countries, they try to, you know, uh, because they have to complete the demand, they have to fulfill the demand of the agarwood. What they have done is that they had cultivate those Aquilaria and Genopes trees. How they took the seeds of that tree and buried into the soil, and after some years when the tree start growing, and after like 5 to 6 years, when the age of the tree reached to 5 to 6 years, now this is where the inoculation process starts. What they do, they try to inject some special chemicals. So basically, before coming to that point, there are uh, two types of the inoculation process. One is the physical and the other one is the chemical. So first I'm talking about the chemical. So what they do, they use the special type of the chemical. First they make the hole in the trees, like the like 1 by 8 or something like that. I just forgot. So they make the holes, okay, in the alignment, like in the vertical, in the left, so horizontal they make the holes. And after that they put some chemical inside it with the help of some bottles, with the help of some syringes. Usually what they do is they put the bottles, they use the bottles of the like liter bottles, plastic bottles, and they put the chemical inside it, and they just hang them uh, vertically, okay, upside down, and they put some pipe directly, from bottle to the tree, and time by time the chemical was just, went to that tree. So what that chemical do? Basically, that chemical was used to force that tree to make the resin, because Aquilaria and Gerenop species trees, the trees which produce the agarwood, had the property, what property, that whenever they got infected, they try to release that, they try to release some special resin out of them to save them from that infection. Basically, that resin was the agarwood, or you can say the wood. So in that inoculation process, uh, those people try to force that tree to make the resin in a very short time. For example, if the age of that tree is 6 to 7 years, which is nothing in the wild, because the wild tree, they make the resin when the age of that tree reaches to like 25 to 30 years, then they start to make the resin. But in the inoculation process, when the tree reaches to 6 to 7 years, they put the bottle, or they put the chemical inside the bottle, and after a year or two, uh, the resin starts making, the resin starts to uh, inside the tree, and after that, after a couple of years, they just cut that tree and clean that area of that resin, and then they sold that agar wood, or some of them try to make the oils out of it. So this is the chemical inoculation. What is the physical inoculation? Physical inoculation is same like the chemical, but in that sorry, they use the long needles or the drilling machines to make hole, in the tree. So it is also the infection, type of infection, because in the, in the wild agarwood, or in the wild world of the agarwood, how did that wild tree produce the resin? Nothing. It's through the natural phenomena, like the thunderbolt, like the lightning, thunderbolt, like other animals like bears and other, when they scratch the tree, or do some infection on that tree, or put some force on that tree, so that tree, on defending himself, that tree try to make some resin. So this is basically the inoculation process. So these two types of inoculation are very much common in the Malaysia, Indonesia, and all of that Southeast Asian countries. But these type of trees are known as the organic agarwood tree. Okay, although they are cultivated, but the resin is was produced through the organic process, not by the natural process. And on the opposite side, if the Aquilaria or Gyrinops tree seed was cultivated, and after some time the tree starts to grow, but the infection was done naturally, like after 15 to 20 years, or maybe 25 years, then we can call that tree cultivated wild. Okay, not organic, but cultivated wild. So this is for the today's video. Hope you like it, and if you have any question, you can ask me freely, because we all are learners, and I just want to request you to to participate in this video, because you don't hesitate. You can comment negative, positive, any type of in your own language. No problem. There are a couple of services, so no problem. If you are from India, or you can only speak Hindi, or you from Pakistan, you can only speak Urdu. You can comment in your own language, and inshallah I will try to reply on your comment. So this is for today's video. Hope you like it, and inshallah we'll meet in the next video. Till then, Allah Hafiz, take care.